Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, we're going to make a chicken stew with an Arabic twist. Lovely spices in there, quite a lot of spices going on here. This is Saloona. Now Saloona is a basic chicken stew. In fact, it's not even a chicken stew. It can be any stew. It could be fish, beef, lamb. Today we're doing chicken. Anything goes in there, like a kind of European type stew we have, chicken stew, anything can go in it. It's the same here. This is absolutely delicious. Let's get on with it. Okay, so we're gonna get started straight away with our chicken. I've got some oil in there, just using some sunflower oil. And then we're gonna drop our chicken in. Now, I've got 1 kg of chicken parts. So I've got some wings, some legs, some breast, thigh. I'm just going to drop it all in here because what we want to do is get some colour on the chicken before we get started. Just going to season this now with a little bit of black pepper and some salt. So above medium heat, turning it, it's probably going to take 6 or 7 minutes. Okay, off goes the heat. Now we've got a nice bit of colour on there. Now don't worry if your chicken is not cooked all the way through. Like I say, this is just to kind of seal it, bit of seasoning. We're going to cook it for much longer once we get it in the pot a bit later. But yeah, we've got some nice colour on there. Set that aside. We're ready to move on. In fact, let's take a look at all of the ingredients that we're going to use. All right, so there's our chicken that we just sealed. Now we've got tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. I've got like 4 decent sized tomatoes there. Try and use a nice ripe tomato. 1 onion, some carrots, some potatoes, about a tablespoon of garlic, and then let's have a look at these spices. Plenty of spices here. Now, if you can't get any of these, don't worry, because like I say, this is a kind of standard chicken stew, so kind of anything goes really. So we've got salt and pepper, cumin powder, nutmeg, black lemon or lime powder. That's probably the one that most people find hardest to get. And if you don't want it in there, don't worry. Some people would never put that in anyway. Thyme, cinnamon, green cardamom powder, and turmeric. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 powders there. You can muck about with those, delete some if you wanted. Some people would also put fennel powder in this as well. And again, regarding the vegetables, carrots, potatoes, pretty standard, but eggplant or courgette or zucchini or kusa, as it's locally known, anything can go in. Like I say, it's like, an English kind of stew. Anything can go in it at all. Let's get back to the cooker. Okay, so I've got a large pot here. You're going to need a pot with a lid. Now what I've got in there is I've got the oil that I fried the chicken in, so it's got a nice bit of flavour in it. What we're going to do is we're going to drop in our onion and our garlic, and on a fairly lively heat, above medium to high, let's just throw these around for about 3 to 4 minutes. So they're just taking in the oil there. Next up, we're going to drop in those tomatoes. Like I said, try and use a nice, fresh, ripe, juicy tomato, because what we're looking for is to break these down. They might give off a bit of moisture. The more ripe, the more moisture you're going to get, basically. So about 5 or 6 minutes staying on this heat, stirring all the time. And we're going to be adding some liquid to this anyway. So give it a stir every now and then. Like I say, we want it to really break down. 5 or 6 minutes, see you then. There you go, and as you can see, moisture's coming from the tomatoes, they're breaking down. At this point, we're going to get some spices in there. Let's go for it, ready. So here I've got turmeric, green cardamom, cinnamon, and thyme. They're all equal amounts. Then we've got salt and pepper, cumin, nutmeg, and the black lemon or lime powder. Now, if you get 50% of those spices in here, you're doing great. Like I say, anything kind of goes with this. And like the black lime or black lemon is probably not usually used in this, but I really love it in there. So some lovely fragrances in there, you know, like the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the green cardamom powder, fantastic. Okay, let's get in now. Those carrots, the potatoes, our chicken. And just staying on this high heat, just for about another 3 or 4 minutes. Let's introduce everything together. Stirring often. Then we're simply going to add some water. And this beautiful stew is pretty much nearly done. See you in a couple of minutes. Fabulous. Now, we're going to add water. And we're going to add quite a lot of water. Like I say, is Saloona a stew or a soup? I don't know, it's kind of in the middle there. It's quite a watery affair anyway. So it could be a thick soup or a thin stew. Right. By the way, I've just used water. If you want, you could use some chicken stock or something like that. But water's enough for me. We've got plenty of going on in there, spice-wise and taste-wise. Again, if you want courgette, zucchini or kusa, whatever you want in there, eggplants, any vegetables you like go in now. Like I say, it's a kind of everyday kind of stew thing, this. Right, I'm going to get the heat down to below a medium. We're going to get a lid on that. Go and make yourself a nice cup of tea or something, because you can just leave that alone now for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, that's been going about 20 minutes actually now, so off goes the heat. Let's let some steam out of there. And that's beautiful, really beautiful. Let's just check out. What you want to do is check your potatoes. Nicely cooked. You're done. Check that for salt and pepper. It's fine actually, I've just tasted my one. Let me get that on a plate or in a bowl. Okay, and there you go, absolutely wonderful. Chicken stew with an Arab or Arabic twist. Absolutely wonderful, hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, please. Give us a thumbs up, that helps us out a great deal. More importantly, please do leave us a comment. We like to know that you're fine, healthy, safe and well. We'll see you soon. Lots of love.